Well, all right. It is Monday, April 29th. It's just a little past 10:15 in the morning here on the West Coast, and not a very exciting day for me today. I was 1-0, taken with my usual BS strategy. Unfortunately, there was some slippage on the entry from my copier. So only $36 profit on a 8-tick trade here. And I missed the opening trade, the Alp Orb. Just tried to get in on it, and it was moving a little bit like last Friday, where it was moving right into the open. And so I had to change where my orders were, and just got in late, and it rejected the order. I just dropped it too late. So not really a very exciting day for me. But hey, any day where I don't have a loss and you know, not going backwards on any accounts is a good day for me. So 1-0 today for the week. Was on the BS system, and I'll get in the trade and show this one a little bit closer up, as well as look at the 1-minute chart for the opening trade. But 201 wins, 45 losses, 82%, and still 12-0 on the Alp Orb, the opening trade. So out of 14 days I could have traded it, 12-0. And 2 days now in a row, Friday and today, where I just didn't get the trade. So let's take a look at these and get this wrapped up. I have to get back with my daughter, who's home sick again today. So I'm on sick duty here. So I gotta get back to her soon. Let's get this over with here. Let's see what we got. All right, so here we go. This is the 1-minute chart, and this is how it was looking at the time that I was looking to get into the trade. And it was, the bottoms was pretty clear. I had a pretty obvious line of support here. The only thing I was concerned about was the previous day high is a CLO line. And so I was worried that if it triggered short, if I were to put it like down here below this bar, that it could trigger short and bounce off the yellow line and bounce back up. So I wasn't loving the short, but the long side was pretty obvious to me. I just wanted to be, above this up here. Now, this bar was forming pretty quickly going into the open, and then this was the bar that was on the open. And the way this started forming really fast, I had my order here, and I was a little worried, like, was this going to continue shooting right through it? So I moved my order up all the way up here, and then right when this bar was about to close, like right 5 seconds before, I moved my order back down here, and this shot up so fast it rejected the order. I guess I just didn't drop it in time, so I missed the trade. And I'm pretty sure I would have got in and out on this first bar, but even if I didn't, there would have been a pullback, and or I think actually this continued to go up before it pulled back. So either which way, I should have been in and out of this trade with a win today. But I don't know. I guess I reacted too slowly, or I was just too, being too concerned with how fast this was going. It would have been fine if I just left my order where it belonged. I would have been in the trade in and out with the win, no problem. So I think that was just poor execution on my part. And so I missed the trade because of it, because that definitely would have been a winning trade for me. I saw that there were some other people that got stuck in this pullback before it went on to work. I think some people might have been all the way up here. I think that was way too high to me. Just be above this, but that was my take on it. But I missed it. So it is what it is. And then I switched over to my regular tick size charts. For anyone that doesn't know, my regular strategy, I look for tick charts where every second entry on the chart works for my profit target, and those are the charts I trade, and I'll trade those charts until they pick up a losing entry. There was just really nothing for me other than the one trade that I took here. It was a pretty obvious trade for me. After the open, we had a really strong push down, and so this was a first entry here, and then this was a second entry. And the only thing with this, it was very clear to me to take it, because we had the push down, we had the new low off of this low, which was, I was expecting it to get a new low, And then the close above this bar was above the previous day close, which is the dashed blue line. So that's a level I like to play against as support. And it was great because the bar didn't engulf this bar, so it made it really easy for me to make a decision to take this trade. And the only thing on this one was my leader account to sim account, it got 11 ticks. But on the follower account, which is my Apex account, I had 2 ticks of slippage on the entry. So actually, I guess I would have got 10 ticks on the leader account, and I only got 8 ticks on this follower account on PA7. So not very exciting, only $36. I can only trade one contract on this account right now. Now it's just shy of $800 on the drawdown. So at some point soon, I can consider doing it with a second contract maybe, but just being careful. I've been steadily digging it out of the hole it's been. It was at like less than $200 a drawdown, I believe, at the lowest point. So I'm just trying to build it back up. It's too bad it's kind of a waste on this trade because on my other accounts, I'd at least trade 2 contracts. So it'd be a little bit more to get out of it. But it's fine. It's a win nonetheless. I'm continuing my win streak. I was 6-0 last week. I was 17-0 the week before. Now I've got 1 win on the board this week. So my consistency is really good. I'm avoiding losses. Yeah, so really I'm not going to feel too bad about the day. It's just a low volume day. Looking at the daily chart, wondering if this is going to close bearish and kind of set up a second entry to the downside. I am still expecting a retest of the low here at some point, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, not really too much else to say. I definitely like this trade, and it's just unfortunate that there wasn't kind of more to do today, but it is what it is. A lot of the day was just in this chop while I was here. If I look at this, by the time I got into this area all the way across, actually it's the wrong, I wanted to use this one. So from this area all the way, I stopped about 8:50 in the morning, West Coast time. So an hour and 50 minutes was just in this area. I mean, it was 51 points from the bottom to the top kind of there, but basically just straight across sideways for an hour and 50 minutes. So not a whole lot of potential for trades there. And, it is what it is. I'm going to have those days sometimes. So 201 wins, 45 losses for the year. Even considering low volume of trades last week, only 6 trades overall, and only 1 trade today. I still got a lot of trades for the year, so I'm still happy. For the opening trade, 12 wins, no losses out of 14 possible days, 2 days with no trade. I'm hoping to finish out the week with at least 4 of them, but we'll see what happens as we go forward. And 80% discount ends tomorrow. I believe it's end of market session tomorrow. So you can use this code or any other for the 80% off 1 day pass and half resets. And then we'll see what the next promo is after that. I wouldn't be shocked for it to get a 71%. I'll probably pick up a couple evaluations before the day ends tomorrow, just to have a couple more to play since, the majority of these or all of these that are active are very close to passing. So I'd like to have some more evaluations in the pipeline, and then hopefully I'll be able to continue working on PAs moving forward from there. So I think that about wraps it up. I do trade live every day, starting at 10 Eastern, and I usually wrap up between Eastern, between 12 and 12:30 Eastern. For me, I'm on the West Coast, so it's 7 a.m. to about 9:30 in the morning is when I wrap up. And yeah, what else can I say? It's just not a whole lot to mention today. It's just not a very exciting day. I was bummed out I missed out on the opening trade. It would have worked easily and beautifully, but just got to be a little bit quicker to decide to drop the order. I was just being like super, super careful to not get triggered in before the actual open happened. And this shot up so fast that it hit my order. The order was there, it just came back with an error and nothing got filled. So definitely just dropped it in too late. I think, for it to register. And yeah, I think that's really it. Just the one trade. So I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thanks for all of those that are subscribing and liking the videos. I appreciate it. And using the code, I really appreciate that. And otherwise, I'll just be back at it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get that. I'll get that winning open trade and go from there. And hopefully there'll be a little bit higher volume. I know there's a bunch of news coming up this week, so the week should turn out to be an interesting week as we move forward. All right, I'm out of here. Definitely said it all, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.